right, man, I'm here with Zach from Fourth Floor. Zach, welcome to the Marr Rock Show.
Thanks for having me.
So thanks for doing this on like no notice, man. We saw you last year here, and we're totally impressed with you. And in fact, I was just talking to your merch guys. Like, I think you guys came out and tried to meet us last year. So how did you land back here? Was it just positive response?
Yeah. We were actually asked back before we even left last year. So it was just a good experience for us. It was well worth the trip over here to come and do it, and glad we did.
So for people that don't know your music, because we're kind of an East Coast operation, let people know the history of your band and a little bit about the background about Fourth Floor.
Okay. It will be 10 years for us in September. Wow. We formed in high school, just kind of like a, hey, let's do a talent show kind of thing. And, we started like, all right, well, this is cool. So we're gonna continue doing it. And we all come from musical backgrounds, family-wise. My dad was in a band back in the 70s, and had a letter of intent to sign with Columbia Records, and he was 16 at the time. The whole band was 16.
That was a big, for people that are young, that's a big deal back in the 70s.
Columbia was huge back then. But it kind of fell apart. They were real young, and it kind of got to a couple of their heads, and kind of like we made it kind of deal, So it didn't pan out, but our drummer's aunt taught him to play when he was little, and our singer's mom and whole family are all extremely talented vocalists, and we lucked out, I like to think. We've known each other since elementary school, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see some merch over there, and I see some CDs. Tell us about the CDs you guys got out.
CDs, we have 3 of them. Our first one was recorded right around the time we graduated high school. Wow. I was 18 at the time, and our very first recording experience. So it's not something that I would maybe recommend to everybody. It's a little rough, but for what it is, we're proud of it. I wouldn't change anything really. Just experience-wise, it was a good learning thing, and put out one CD in 2009. It's called Newton's Cradle. There's 14 songs on there, and then just last August we put out Purebred Americans 6-song EP. We landed a producer, Travis Wyrick. He's done like Dolly Parton and Charlie Daniels and a whole bunch of big-time Nashville people, and so we recorded down in Knoxville. Did that down there, and yeah, we're just kind of rolling on that, and that's all the stuff we played up on the main stage today. So
now, for those that don't know this festival, you guys are like warriors today because you are playing a lot of music today. Tell us about the strain of playing as many sets as you're going to play.
It's pretty brutal, I'm not gonna lie, with all the dust and the dirt flying in here. Last year we played 3 days here in the tent. And we did Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Friday on the main stage. This year, we only did Saturday, Sunday. So this year seems kind of like a light load, but it's definitely work.
How's your singer holding up through all this?
He takes extraordinary care of his voice. Last year, I sing probably like a dozen songs, but he does the majority, and without a hitch. No problems whatsoever.
Nice, because I can't imagine, I can't sing anyway, but I can't imagine doing that much in this short of a time.
Like, he does warm-ups, he does cool-downs after we're done. He takes really, really good care of his throat. So, and singing in his register, he's up there. So.
I was impressed. I tell you, where it killed me, where I noticed it the most, and I've seen you guys a couple times, but watching the 6 a.m. cover, man, he nailed that.
Yeah. Well, and the one that blows me away is Dream On. We'll cover that later tonight, and those notes, that he's hitting in that, just like peel the paint off the back wall. I always get a kick out of that at the end of that song when he's hitting those high notes. Just the look on people's faces, it's pretty interesting to see. So.
being an original band, like how do you have to prep to do all these covers? I mean, do you guys have this many covers in your pocket to fill this much time, or did you have to work for it?
Oh, well, you know, that's an accumulation of 10 years of playing, you know. I mean, everything that we do covers to fund recording and, you know,
sure.
buying the van and trailer and, and, you know, everything that we have is paid for. So, you know, that's just the tool that we use to get that stuff. So, ultimately, it's all towards funding, you know, the original side of things. You know, just unfortunately, that's just the way it has to be for us, at least anyway, right now, to make the money without, you know, having to find an investor or you know, something like that. It's a lot of work, but you know, it's completely our own. So
it's tough out there. Now I know you just released an album, so what do you got planned for the rest of the summer? Not that this isn't good enough looking around here, but
there's one other festival that we're playing in August, Northwoods Rock Rally, and it's in Glen Flora, Wisconsin. It's kind of east of Ladysmith. I don't know if you guys know where that is.
We're from Pennsylvania. She might know.
I'm originally from Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. What part?
I was born there. Williamsport.
Williamsport?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're way up north.
Yeah.
You're a northern kind of guy.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just that festival is going to be us, Royal Bliss. I don't know if you've heard of them, and Buck Cherry on Friday night, and that Saturday is Saving Abel, Trapped, and Blackstone Cherry.
Wow, man, that's an awesome lineup.
Yeah,
so that's pretty cool.
It's a really small scale version of this, and it's way more laid back. I think their one rule is don't be a dumbass. that's the sign as you come into the festival. Otherwise, as long as you're not causing problems, they don't care what you do.
That's funny you would refer to that as more laid back, because for us, this is a very laid back festival compared to East Coast festivals. I mean,
yeah, and that's the thing. Like we played Northwoods Rock Rally. We've been playing there. This I think will be our 6th year there, and it is so much more laid back than this. We got here and we're like, Jesus. No, but everything's cool here. You know, it's just we're used to something different.
Well, where's the best place for people to go to find your music?
Probably Facebook would be the number one place. I mean, we've got our current newest, the EP is not on iTunes yet, but our other 2 are on iTunes. But Facebook is facebook.com/4thfloorwi. And
that new EP is the one right over there at the merch booth, right?
For $10.
So we're going to be rolling over there and picking that up, man. Thanks for being here on the Marr Rock Show, Mid-Atlantic Rock Reviews.